Supply chain, logistics, Spanish logistics sector. Introduction. Logistics sector. Logistic activity needs to be supported by an efficient, sustainable, and multimodal transport system that allows its development. In this section, we will get to know what the Spanish logistics sector has to offer with regard to transport infrastructures, logistics nodes, and existing planning. It should not be overlooked that one of the greatest advantages of Spain is its geographical location, which allows connections with Latin America and North America. Transport infrastructure. Transport infrastructures make up the physical network that channels the flow of goods and consequently constitute an essential part of the logistics chain. The road network is the most developed transport infrastructure, presenting an extensive geographical network of 165,907 kilometers in length, which enables companies to have universal access to the territory to the greater extent than that provided by other modes of transport. Of the entire network, 14,701 kilometers are high-capacity roads, toll roads, and highways, which is why Spain is currently the country with the longest roadways of that kind in Europe. The Spanish railway network, with a total of 15,781 kilometers, is managed by ADF, conventional network, high-speed, and metric gauge, and all these others. Ports are a key element because most of the imports and exports of goods are channeled through them, and the Spanish port system is comprised of 46 ports of general interest managed by 28 port authorities. The main peninsular air cargo airports are Madrid, Barcelona, Victoria, Zaragoza, and Valencia. Regarding the non-peninsular airports, the airports of Gran Canaria, Tenerife Norte, and Palma de Mallorca are the best known ones. And logistics nodes. Logistic nodes are merchandise exchange points where activities that add value to the transport chain are carried out, such as handling, processing, and where appropriate storage of the merchandise. The description of logistic nodes in Spain can be found below, and they are classified into the following groupings: road transport centers, railway installations for ADIF, railway terminals, particular derivations, dry ports and inland marine terminals, logistics activities, and all air cargo centers. Road transport centers. Okay, the road transport centers are logical platforms for road transport. They've been consolidated. They have a consolidated area and a service area that provides services to people and vehicles, as well as administrative centers of transport companies and cargo hiring centers. In addition, the transport centers provide service to the large number of companies in the transport sector in their area of influence. Figure 4 shows the location of the main centers of the road transport in Spain. As we can see, the greatest concentration of road transport centers corresponds to the large metropolitan area of Madrid and Barcelona. It also highlights the concentration that exists in the Basque Country and Galicia. The distribution in the rest of the peninsula is considerably sparser. Here is a map thereof. Yeah, somebody told me there was a central hub, and then one's dotted around the edges, but there was not much. It's whole big donut type areas with nothing much. But anyway, I don't remember that for sure, but I think that's what the description was. The railway transport hubs, ADIF, network of railway facilities or terminals, is made up of those facilities that ADIF puts at the service of different railway companies to simplify modal interchange and the transport of goods through rail. And according to the network statement of 2013, there are 57 main logistical facilities, 47 of which remain open 24 hours a day, 365 days a year for access and dispatch of trains. In addition, there's 107 logistics facilities managed under the self-provisioning regime. And in Figure 5, we can see the ADIF logistics facilities classified according to the number of trains. Right. Right. Yeah, we're talking about that being a little bit sparse. Yeah, maybe. Oh, yes, and some real big ones in the center. Right on. The port and railway transport hubs. Port and railway terminals are those terminals that are located in the ports. They serve and form a complex of railways. The connection agreements between the respective port authorities and ADIF regulate the rail connections of the ports with the rest of the general interest rail networks known as the Spanish by the acronym RFIG. However, not all Spanish ports with railway connections have signed this agreement, which does not prevent traffic through them. Figure 6 shows the ports of general interest that all have their railway connection to the RFIG. Connection with the agreement of August 2013. Following can be seen: 17 have railway connections and a connection agreement, 4 have railway connections but not an agreement. 4 have no railway connections with the RFIG, which are Motril, Almera, San Cibrano, and Sagunta. Air transport hubs, here they are. Main cargo areas are these airports: Madrid, Barcelona, Zaragoza, Vitoria, Valencia. And here's now a description of them below. Madrid, Baraja Air Cargo Center is the center of the highest density of air freight, with more than 200 established companies, developed in 2 phases, the first on a 32-hectare area and the second on an 8.8-hectare area with a total of 41.3. There's a general service buildings with the floor area of 15,000 square meters, roughly located in the main entrance with its assembly center. The building houses more than 125 companies involved in the activities of air transport, of good airlines, forwarding, customs agents among them. Now we come to Barcelona. The Air Cargo of Barcelona has an area of 40 hectares and is a home for more than 80 companies involved in the air freight transport logistics chain. And in the general services building, their most important airlines, forwarding, and custom agents, among others, can be found. Valencia Air Cargo area has a surface area of 3.1 hectares on the first line, with warehouses and cargo handling and cargo auto handling activities in the second line area of 2.8. You can see there's quite a contrast between that and the ones before. Yeah, 41 hectares. Well, Barcelona is almost the same size. But this one is a great deal smaller. In addition, the center has a border inspection point, a 3-story general service building. And we come to one with, not even hectares, logistics area of approximately 10,000 square meters, which houses 4 facilities developed in various stages for activities and handling companies, integrators, and other logistic operators. In Victoria Air Cargo Center includes the 5 logistics warehouses with a total area of more than 12,000 square meters, logistics zone houses handling companies, integrators, and other logic operators.